It's time for the California Classico. The Town taking on Ventura County FC in match week 28 of MLS Next Pro. Hello, family. I'm James Hadnot. Thank you so much for joining me. This will be the third meeting of the season between these two sides from the state of California, and Ventura County is still looking for their first win of the season against the Town. You see where they sit right now in the live table. They are level with Minnesota on 38 points. Minnesota losing today to North Texas, and so a win for Ventura County really helps them with 2 matches remaining after today in the regular season. You see the Town, they've already clinched a playoff spot. They would love to clinch their division. Will need some help this weekend, but a win goes a long way as they look to pick their opponent and host 2 home playoff matches. The starting 11 for Matt Taylor, sitting at a 4-3-3. They make 2 changes from their 2-1 loss to Real Monarchs. Sean Karani and Jason Buckner will join Nick Sullivan in the front line. Karani will play center forward with Sullivan and Buckner off his left and right side. Dylan Vanny, always a star to watch, a young rising star for Ventura County. One of the best on the team in regards to possessing the ball, really getting the offense started. So once he sees it, then he can find the likes of Buckner, Karani, and Sullivan. Now the starting 11 for Dan DeGeer and his side, sending out a 4-3-3 as well. They make 2 changes from their loss 3-1 against Vancouver, and those changes are Chance Cowell and Reed Roberts. Cowell will play to the right of Natso Ademabua, who's had a breakout season. And Coach DeGeer very proud of Ademabua. He's been training with the first team. They're really pushing for him to have a chance to break in at that first team level. Also have to look out for Cruz Medina, Edwin Mendoza, and Nicholas Victor Fernandez in the midfield. We're at William Rollins Stadium on the campus of Cal Lutheran University. And Ventura County playing here for their 2nd straight season, but in MLS Next Pro as a franchise. The 2nd team for LA Galaxy has not fared very well versus the Town up to this point. The Town has 4 wins, 3 draws, and just 1 loss at the hands of Ventura County. And that 1 loss came last year in the season opener. Outside of that, the Town has dominated this duel of teams from the great state of California. And this will be the 3rd iteration of this matchup this season. Talking with Coach Dan DeGeer about this specific matchup, his side losing 2 out of their last 3 matches. He said this is one where we'd like to get back on track against a team in Ventura County that is fighting for a playoff spot, so this matchup should have a playoff atmosphere. The Town in their white kits with green shorts. Francesco Montali will be in goal for the Town. And Ventura County about to come to the field of play in navy blue with white numbers. Jose Landa Jr. is our referee in the center today. And what better soundtrack to have for a California Classico than Kendrick Lamar blaring through the speakers here at William Rollins Stadium. The backdrop for this big-time matchup in the Western Conference. It's the Town taking on Ventura County. James Hadnot here with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Both of these teams trying to figure things out late in the year. Ademabua slots it central. Victor Fernandez still with it. Lays it off. Shot is blocked. Nodded away for the moment. Not completely dealt with. As Cruz Medina showcasing his footwork, keeping possession for the Town. The Town had won 7 straight matches. That was one off a league record that was set by St. Louis this season, who won 8 straight. Those 7 straight wins before falling to Minnesota at the end of the month of August. Have dropped 2 out of their last 3 matches. Have the Town. That's Coach Dan DeGear saying that we haven't played poorly in those matches. Just key moments where we shut off, allowed for our opponents to take advantage. On the flip side, for Ventura County, they have found themselves in a drought in the worst way at the worst time of the year. Ventura County at the beginning of the month of August was just 5 points out of 2nd place. Now they find themselves right on the playoff line, sitting on 38 points coming into today with Minnesota. Knotted down, Cowell loses possession. This long effort by Mateo Zakidis is out of play. Talk with Matt Taylor after their win 6-4 versus Tacoma Defiance, their last win over the course of this stretch on August 1st. And they were playing a Portland side. They ended up drawing 2-2. Delgado sends this out, and it will be a corner for the Town. But prior to that match, Coach Taylor was just talking about, one, just how good Portland was. It wasn't going to be a walkover versus the Timbers, but also just making sure that they stayed focused. Gave up some late goals to Portland, and as the season wore on, he said that those are tendencies that can get you beat. And they found themselves giving up goals in the worst way to their opponents, trying not to go down early today. This ball comes in tight, headed away by Jason Buckner. Sullivan can't track it down, and the Town will keep possession. Ademabua tries to connect with Victor Fernandez. Nicholas Victor Fernandez can't complete the connection, and Brady Scott gives off to Pepe. Mendoza, little header. Buckner comes flying in. Ademabua always excellent hold-up play. And Mendoza with an excellent ball forward. Brady Scott makes the kick save. Misael Rodriguez had made the run in behind. Rodriguez trying to earn possession, but Mason Vanny, younger brother of Dylan Vanny, who's also in the starting 11 today. And Sean Karani is held up, and that will be a yellow card shown to Reed Roberts.
Yellow card issued to number 18.
So it's the sleight of hand, an exquisite ball played to Misael Rodriguez, but Brady Scott came out, was able to make himself big, and then Reed Roberts holds up Sean Karani, doesn't allow him the opportunity to race after the ball, and that's why he received a yellow card. So Thomas Musto launches the free kick into the box, nodded on by the Town. Nick Sullivan tracks it down outside of the box. Chance Cowell closes down the space. And the Town back in possession. Won for the moment by Sullivan, but given right back. Ademabua. Brady Scott will come out to collect. Scott, one of the elder statesmen on this squad. His 4th MLS team. He's played with Austin, Nashville, as well as Columbus. Was traded to the Galaxy last year. More than 50 Next Pro appearances to his credit. Coach Matt Taylor said he's a calming force on this team. They love to have him with all the talent, young talent at that, that's sprinkled throughout this lineup. Buckner, a little flick behind to Zakidis. Switches the point of attack towards Delgado. A lot of youth internationals, whether it be for the U.S. or Mexico, throughout this Ventura County squad. There's a lot of talent, as you'd expect, coming through the LA Galaxy franchise. Not available today, Harbor Miller or Ruben Ramos, Gino Vivi. Sullivan trying to work his way around Wilson Eisner. Sullivan showcasing some skill, but the shot is right at Francesco Montali. Pressure being put on by Ventura County. This is going to be a pressure-packed matchup. Coach Dan DeGeer said we want to stick to our principles. We know that they have a lot of talent, a lot of quality. We want to press high, put them under duress, try to win the ball high up the pitch. So expect that from the town throughout this match. Ventura County, a team that also likes to play with pressure, gives the ball up here. Mendoza off the missed shot from Medina. Cal, Eisner. Adimabua. Medina tries to flick it in. Mendoza can't work his way through a couple of defenders. Dylan Vanny wins possession, works into the attacking half. Always so cool. Dylan Vanny has won a couple of Rising Star of the Match Day, also Rising Star of the Match months. As Adimabua tries to pick one out. Brady Scott has to watch this go over the crossbar.
Goal kick for your VCFC.
Adimabua saw Brady Scott was well off his line and looked for the spectacular. And it just dropped over the crossbar, not far off by much. Talking more about Vanny. Again, been so many bright spots for Ventura County this year. He's been a main one. Started off from the beginning of the year. Multiple goal contributions in month number 1, and his play has just blossomed throughout the season. He was the Rising Star of the month in both May and July. Second ball bouncing around, ends up with the town. Eisner, Montali. Alejandro Cano under some pressure. Wins a throw-in. It's deep in the defensive half for the town. Off the deflection, Zakidis working hard. And this is last off of Ventura County once again. They're not going to make it easy. Delgado's header. Musto wins it, and then Adimabua takes it off his boot. Chance Cowell has lots of speed. He's isolated against Pepe. Wilson Eisner joins the fun. Adimabua drops it off. Ball continued along, then wide of Misael Rodriguez. The town looked to have something in the way of a counter, but it sputters out. Just as we recently saw with Ventura County, not allowing the town to work easily out of their defensive half. Town will give them some of their own medicine. Karani, excellent hold-up play here. However, it's won by the Town. I'll talk about some of the clinching scenarios. The Town would love to earn that second spot in the Western Conference. Also would like to get on the board early versus Ventura County. Rodriguez, Cruz, Medina. Medina, still a teenager. Made his debut in MLS at 15 years of age. He's been with the U.S. Youth National Team at numerous levels. Cano, Eisner, Roberts works around. Rodriguez slaloming through. This ball is cut out by Delgado. And he takes a stab to keep possession. Now Mason Vanny under some duress. And now Pepe, who's very comfortable on the ball, orchestrating traffic, has Delgado off his left side. Sullivan in some space, tries to pick out Karani, but the ball a little too heavy. Just under a quarter of an hour gone. Eisner, an excellent ball into Medina, but it gets stuck between his feet. If Medina takes that in stride, he's in on goal. Sullivan, the okey doke on Eisner. Couldn't continue his way down that left touchline. We talk about some of the series history. 4 wins, 3 draws, just 1 loss for the Town, taking on their rival from the state, and it hasn't been particularly close either. The Town has outscored Ventura County 22-10 in 8 matches. Ibarra drops it off. Rodriguez on the edge of the box. Tries to draw it back to Adi Mabua. Vanny shimmies and keeps possession. Now this is Jason Buckner. 4v4 Buckner into Sullivan. And then the Town gets enough numbers behind the ball. Musto. To Max Middleby. 19 years of age. Kitties, another youngster. 17. Off the takeaway. Misael Rodriguez gliding in possession. Medina, Adi Mabua. Nonso Adimabua can't take the shot in stride. The pullback was a little too far behind him, but the right action there from the town, as they have been on the ball for a lot of this first 16 minutes. They have looked crisp. That's a poor ball there. And off the turnover, Musto. Buckner can't connect with Sullivan. This match has been wide open, as you would expect from two teams that like to get up and down and want to put defensive pressure on their opponent. But once that first line is broken, then they can attack in space. Vanny. Rare miscue. And once again, an opportunity to play in space for the town. Rodriguez. Adimabua! Nonso Adimabua strikes first for the town, and they lead 1-0 on top of Ventura County. Excellent transition offense. Misael Rodriguez with a smooth ball right into Adimabua. Nothing Brady Scott can do as the ball moves faster than the man, and Adimabua is not going to miss from close range. And Nonso Adimabua continues his excellent season for the town. Double-digit goals for him, and he's added a different element since coming to the town. And talking with Coach Dan DeGear about Nonso Adimabua, he does so many things well. He provides a big frame in hold-up play, does a lot of the dirty work at the top, leading the line defensively, but also has the pace to get in behind and the finishing ability to score goals. And he has the first goal on the day for either side. The town in front, 1-0. Adimabua back with it. Nonso Adimabua can't complete the brace within 20 minutes.
Shot went wide, goal kick.
Again, this defensive pressure put on, giving Nonso Adimabua another opportunity. This one, much more difficult angle, almost had the finish. And the discussion always is, that first 5 minutes after the goal, how does either side react? If you're the town, don't want to let up and allow in anything quickly. If you're Ventura County, would love to respond. Edwin Mendoza taps it out wide. Misael Rodriguez was offside.
Throw in for VCFC.
Check that. Ball went out of play. Cowell uses his speed to step in front. Now Chance Cowell at the end line. A little late trying to make that connection, pulling things back. Speaking of pulling back, Wilson Eisner has to be careful. Now this is Dylan Vanny. Jason Buckner drops it off to Sullivan. Returns to Buckner. Now Jason Buckner wide of the mark. Chance Cowell has excellent pace, and Pepe didn't realize it. Right there, Cowell had the opportunity to leave it for Adimabua, but took it a step longer, and that allowed for Ventura County to make up the space. But if Cowell takes that one-touch pass into Adimabua, he's in on goal. And that was a glorious chance for Ventura County to go up 2-0 on top of their California rival. Eisner is shoved, and this will be brought back for a foul. resumes. Cruz Medina trying to turn on Pepe. Medina almost with an exquisite shot.
Goal kick for VCFC.
Good run made by Medina. Had a lot of work to do with Pepe, who got back in front of him and did the dirty work to set himself up for a shot, looking for that top right corner. You can see Ventura County is a bit frazzled right now. Who's going to be the settling force? Pepe turns it over to Edwin Mendoza. Mendoza gives it right back. Sullivan returns to Musto as the press is broken. Drops it right into Sean Karani. Karani trying to use his skill to work around Reed Roberts. That was unsuccessful. The deep throw in for Ventura County. Down by a goal. Trying to avoid making it 7 straight winless. Points are almost necessary at this point in time for Ventura County, in danger of dropping below the playoff line with matches that'll be played this weekend. The town could almost cement a division crown with a win today. Still would need some help on the weekend. Vancouver would have to have 2 or less points in their matchup. RSL 1 or less match, along with a win from the town. But all you can do is control what you can control. And right now the town are in control of this matchup with Ventura County. Musto swings the pendulum towards Nick Sullivan. And Sullivan, a heady play to earn a throw-in. Delgado. Musto. So Fernandez quickly into Misael Rodriguez. The town playing in transition once again. Too close for comfort, Rodriguez and Adi Mabua, but Misael Rodriguez keeps possession, works towards the byline, and won his team a corner.
Corner kick for the Town FC.
So right now the town sitting on 7 shots compared to 2 shots for Ventura County. This has been one-way traffic, which has been the motif of the meetings between these two sides. Medina sends this in tight. Adi Mabua flicking it, but it's back towards Medina, not towards goal. Mendoza launches into the box, and Brady Scott snags and sets the attack off. Vanny racing forward. Reed Roberts runs him down. The Kitties launching the other way. Buckner with acres of space. Now Jason Buckner and Nick Sullivan were not on the same page. Sullivan zigged when Buckner thought he was going to zag, and the attack fizzles out. And those are the moments where Ventura County can be very dangerous. You saw as Dylan Vanny went as far as he could, then worked back towards the middle. The Kitties switching play, and the opportunity was there. Just that final action, that final pass not there for Ventura County up to this point. Chance Cow, Wilson Eisner, and this is flicked away from goal. Buckner sliding, keeps it in play. And that earned some applause from the crowd. Karani once again trying to hold up play, but Misael Rodriguez making the recovery run to navigate the ball back towards the goalkeeper. Right now, the onside flag stays down. Victor Fernandez still with it. Edwin Mendoza hits a couple of Ventura County players, and it's out for a corner. So right here, Victor Fernandez was there. Did not have a clear space to take a shot. And Nicholas Victor Fernandez gave it off to Edwin Mendoza. Ball ends up going out. And a corner upcoming for the Town. 28th minute, played short. Nicholas Victor Fernandez returns to Cruz Medina. Siphons the ball towards the 6-yard box. It'll take a bounce and roll out for a Ventura County goal kick. Buckner, a little flick to Sullivan. Attack doesn't continue. As Edwin Mendoza forces the takeaway. Medina, ball attached to him like a string. That's a shove and a foul from Mason Vanny, making his 3rd appearance of the season.
Free kick given to the Town FC.
Free kick on the horizon for the Town. Deciding to put some numbers in the area. Gonna give this a ride. Towards the back post, Reed Roberts can't keep it in. And a goal kick upcoming. Think about Ventura County and where they sit. They have some important matchups outside of this one. Take on Kansas City, and then we'll have a home match at the end of the year. 2 more matches for Ventura County, and sitting level at 38 points with Minnesota. Minnesota is above them right now due to goal differential. Right now, goal differential has grown due to Ventura County being down by a goal today. Sullivan, Vanny. Middle B with a poor touch. Audi Mabua with plenty of pace to get to it. Nonso Audi Mabua already with 1 goal. Still with it. Audi Mabua did a lot of hard work there, but could not put it on frame. Danger not completely dealt with. Eisner. Medina. Eisner. Nobody home centrally, and a shove from Medina calms the attack for the town. You see Nonso Adimabua working against Max Middleby. Took him to the byline, tried to work around Scott, and he got the ball on his left foot, his less favored foot. And that's why that shot, really the angle was cut down by Brady Scott, although he was beat. And Adimabua could not finish from such close range. Not a lot of real estate to work with. Vanny dumping it forward, but Reed Roberts does well, and then he's tripped up, or so it seemed. Play on is the decision. Sullivan, Mason Vanny. His cutback ball was dealt with inside the area. And Ventura County build. Musto headed high. Karani nods it back. Delgado tracks it down for Ventura County. The lone goal scored by Nonso Adimabua within 20 minutes. That's the difference right now. While the town is ahead on the scoreboard. Buckner, big body, holding up play against Ibarra. Pepe, very good at picking out a pass from his center back spot. Now Mason Vanny usually orchestrates things in possession. Musto, Zakidis takes his space. And you see Nicholas Victor Fernandez being very aggressive with Mateo Zakidis, too aggressive in the end, and a free kick upcoming.
Dangerous position. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen.
So Zakidis just trying to ward off Nicholas Victor Fernandez. Victor Fernandez ends up tripping him up. So it's Musto, the former LAFC man, standing behind this free kick. Vanny, different angle. Pepe shielded off. Could not get a clean header. Ventura County still with possession. What a dummy. Delgado's header. Offside in the end. But you see the instinctual play from Pepe. Baited the defender, let the ball run to Dylan Vanny, who elevated the ball over everyone. And just the runners were offside in the end. It's little things like that that have caught the eyes of the technical staff for Ventura County. It's why Pepe will be on a homegrown deal at the start of 2027, on a Next Pro deal through 2026. And his deal will turn to a homegrown deal in 2027. And a lot of homegrowns throughout this lineup. Ali Delgado, another for Ventura County. And we've mentioned those that are not with the squad, that have spent a lot of time with the squad, have won a lot in the LA Galaxy franchise. Mike Harbor Miller, Ruben Ramos Jr. Vanny, always so cool, works right around Edwin Mendoza, then turns the ball over. So Cruz Medina, Edwin Mendoza right at the end line, Wilson Eisner on the hop. Can't pick out that bottom corner.
Goal kick to your VCFC.
Excellent ball into Eisner. Took the touch to set himself up, but could not pick out that corner. The town has been close to finding a second, much closer than Ventura County finding a first. VCFC still sitting on just 2 shots, as the town has had more than 10 shots in this first half. Dylan Vanny. Mateo Zakiris. And this ball takes a ricochet, but Francesco Montali will scoop. Medina hits the referee, and a drop ball coming from midfield for the town. You can tell Medina is a bit frustrated, because if that ball comes all the way through off to that left wing and it really gets the attack started, Pepe lifts this towards Jason Buckner. Buckner keeps his feet. Karani controlling. Vanny saved by Montali. Now Thomas Musto. Sullivan tries to drop this in, but Francesco Montali quick to the danger. The town in front by a goal. Nearing the 40th minutes of action. Antawadi Mabua scored that goal. There's a foul by Sean Karani. He's not going to be pleased, but shoved down Alejandro Cano. That foul gives the town a free kick. Alejandro Cano, the El Salvadorian Youth International, 13 caps for the U20s, and a former Quakes Academy member. Buckner works around one defender. Now Zakiris. Musto, early ball, all the way across. Eisner trying to control. Sullivan working hard. Who's this last off of? Nick Sullivan can't believe it. Feels like it should have been a corner. Here, Matt Taylor telling Nick Sullivan to start higher, wants to generate some defensive pressure, generate something for Ventura County. Would not say they've been stagnant in this first half. They've taken advantage of transitional opportunities, just haven't had that final pass or that final ball to really test Francesco Montali. On the flip side, the town has had numerous chances due to their defensive pressure, just haven't taken full advantage. Antawadi Mabua has had an opportunity to add a second goal. Wilson Eisner almost scored a goal himself. The town trying to change that. You see here, Isaiah Rodriguez loading up, and that took a ricochet off of Mason Vanny. So a corner coming for the town. It is their 4th corner of the first half. 42nd minute of action. Another ball has come on the field. Dylan Vanny deals with that. Cruz Medina launches the ball into the box. It takes a bounce, and Brady Scott right there ready for it. Delgado down the line. Reed Roberts is there, and again, a little shove from Nick Sullivan, and he's not going to be happy, but receives a yellow card. So here, Sullivan just trying to get onto the ball. A shove in the back of Reed Roberts, and Sullivan now goes into the book, the first man for Ventura County. Sullivan, who played with LAFC last year, was able to be drafted because of playing in college with 12 months at Cal State Bernardino. He started with LAFC, went back to school, and was able to be drafted by Ventura County. Pendulum swings off to the left side. Misael Rodriguez has an assist on the day. Swerving, sends back to Nicholas Victor Fernandez. Now Ricardo Ibarra launches the ball into the box. Eisner can't keep it in play as he dives. Goal kick.
Goal kick, VCFC.
Lofted ball. Dylan Vanny takes it on the hop, then loses possession. Eisner assessing his options. Adi Mabua, clean tackle made. Cruz Medina picks it up. Adi Mabua is still down. And so play will come to a halt with Adi Mabua still down. Legs got tangled up on that tackle. Now Nonso Adi Mabua sitting up. You'll see here, Adi Mabua just trying to turn and make a decision, and Max Middleby with the tackle right through the legs of Nonso Adi Mabua. Played prior at University of Cal Berkeley. All conference in 3 seasons for Cal Berkeley. Adi Mabua pulls Pepe all the way to midfield. Ibarra forward to Misael Rodriguez. Rodriguez attacking Middleby into Adi Mabua. Yes, sir! A first half brace for Nonso Adi Mabua. And the town leads 2-0 on top of Ventura County. The connection very sound on the day for Misael Rodriguez and Nonso Adi Mabua. Just an understanding of each other. As the ball comes into Rodriguez, Adi Mabua comes out of the midfield, parks himself right at the top of the 18. And as soon as he receives it, he's shooting and he's scoring. And the town is in front by 2 at the stroke of halftime. Nonso Adi Mabua, 2 goals in this first half. And the 4th official announcing a minimum of 1 minute of added time before we reach the halftime break. Mason Vanny clears this away. Jason Buckner latches onto it. Ventura County would love a goal before the break. Musto, Vanny, Delgado off his left shoulder, but Vanny will shoot. There's a spill. Sean Karani can't take advantage of the rebound. This is why you just put shots on target. Vanny right at Francesco Montaglia, took a hop. And now Pepe, a long throw upcoming. Maybe the last chance for Ventura County in this first half. Ball is launched into the box. Adi Mabua, the biggest man there, heads it away. Middleby back towards the area. And after a couple of bounces, the halftime whistle is blown. So Nonso Adi Mabua, the star of half number 1 for the town. He notches 2 goals for the away side. And the town looking to stay undefeated this season versus their rival in this California Classico. They are in front. Your halftime score, Ventura County 0, the town 2. Coming up, we look around the league from last week, plus highlight stats and a busy upcoming schedule. We'll be right back.
The youngest MLS debutant, Kevin Sullivan. Luna. Yes! It's a banger! Absolute scorcher! Spectacular save from Dane St. Clair.
Action!
Attracted. I'm hanging on like a fridge to a magnet. A jigsaw with all the right pieces. You and me, we go good together. You and I go good together. You and I, we go good together. We go good together.
We've got stories on playoff clinching, chasing down league records, and Next Pro alums playing in the league's cup final. April Marie Aguilar traveled to the Big Apple to file this week's report.
Forward by Farnsworth.
Curled Sandoval! Take a bow!
Diesel! An absolute rocket!
It was helped along for Adams, who recovers it here. It's Adams! Oh, it's a firecracker!
Welcome back to the report. I'm April Marie Aguilar, coming to you from New York City, outside the iconic New York Stock Exchange. It's Charging Bull, the perfect backdrop to represent the power and drive of the New York Red Bulls 2. From their rise in the standings to their young talent making waves, this team embodies both the grit and big dreams that define this city. The powerhouse New York Red Bulls 2, Union 2, and City 2 have all clinched a spot in the 2025 MLS NEXT Pro playoffs. St. Louis City 2 became the first team to clinch a spot in the playoffs following a 3-1 road victory over North Texas SC. On the eastern side, Red Bulls 2 and Union 2 punched their ticket to the playoffs, with the latter getting theirs less than 2 match weeks ago. We caught up with the Red Bulls 2 head coach Michael Bradley to get his thoughts on the upcoming postseason.
We've had a really good season up till now, and obviously with 4 games to go, we've qualified for the playoffs, but we want to make sure that we use these last 4 games to take every point possible. We want to make sure that we can give ourselves home field advantage for as long as possible in the playoffs. When the playoffs come, then we know that everything gets cranked up a few notches and there's a little bit more at stake. There's a little bit less margin for error, but we're going to enjoy the part of testing our football in in environments like that as well.
And with 4 games in hand, the Baby Bulls have a chance to smash the single-season team goals record, currently held by the 2023 Colorado Rapids 2 squad with 70 goals.
Stood out in their win against LAFC 2. Especially on that first goal, had their fullback sprinting wide into the box. But here's Jääskeläinen, laid off to Kuzain! St. Louis, our city, red hot. Glover leaking in behind. He's free. Glover!
Perez tracks in the middle for McSorley. Ball's back to him, and he scores!
Loses the ball. Kidd wins it back. Mateo Kidd shuts the door. McSorley. Kidd. Perez!
Now from the high-powered teams in the East to the dominant offensive threats in the West, nothing says we mean business in the more than 8 straight matches won by St. Louis City 2 to break the consecutive wins record. Their dominant performance also on track to break the all-time single-season points record. 66 points is a mark that City 2 are chasing. They have been in fine form all season. They went on a run of 8 straight wins, starting with a 3-2 win against MNU FC2 on May 18th. The win streak was broken when they tied Ventura County FC on July 16th, but they gained an extra point in a shootout win. Interim head coach John Hackworth spoke to us about the team's run of form.
As a group that is unique. They hold themselves accountable. They're hard on each other, whether that's in training or games. Hopefully we have a really good push in the playoffs, being able to play in our beautiful stadium at Energizer Park and have our fans support us. That is, very special to all of us and something we're very proud of. So hopefully we can continue that.
St. Louis City 2 has been unstoppable as they continue to ride a 15-game unbeaten streak going back to May 11th when they lost to the Town FC. And following closely behind and almost as impressive was the Town FC's 7-game win streak and 10 matches unbeaten. This matches the previous record in each of the MLS Next Pro seasons dating back to the league's debut in 2022.
On the ATO, a false step over towards the end line. Cuts it, goes down. Penalty! Brilliant by Georgie. Yellow card given. Takes a step forward. And rolls it in the back of the net! The Sounders go up 2-0. They celebrate together in the far corner here. And here comes Rothrock. Can he put icing on the cake? Here he goes. And the 18, yes, he can! Oh, the Sounders fans up on their feet! And it's hometown hero, Paul Rothrock! And that's just about that. The Sounders will win the 2025 Leagues Cup. It just had to be.
The pathway is real. The 2025 Leagues Cup final isn't just a battle between 2 MLS heavyweights. It's also a showcase for MLS Next Pro alumni making their mark on the biggest stage. Ozaze de Rosario and Paul Rothrock both sharpened their game in MLS Next Pro, and now they're suiting up in the Leagues Cup final. For De Rosario, that means proving his offensive prowess translates against top competition. In Rothrock's case, it was a hometown hero delivering in a final against Inter Miami. It's stories like these that highlight exactly why MLS Next Pro exists, a league designed to develop, elevate, and prepare young talent for moments like this.
What's going through my mind right now, it's crazy. It's a dream come true. What you can say, I beat Messi in a final. It's a dream come true.
Ryan Schmetzer told us you have been the surprise of the season. He said you're wide-eyed at training, you're hungry. Where does that come from?
The love, the passion. I want to be a champion just like my dad, and I'm a champion.
Congratulations to the Seattle Sounders and all of the MLS Next Pro alumni for showing up and showing out at the 2025 Leagues Cup. But now we're heading into the most competitive part of the 2025 MLS Next Pro season. Here are the dates you won't want to miss.
The business end of the season is upon us. Both the Eastern and Western Conference playoff races are extremely tight this season, culminating in Decision Day on October 5th. The first round of the playoffs will begin on the weekend of October 15th, and it'll lead up to the date you won't want to miss, MLS Next Pro Cup on the weekend of November 7th. We can't wait to see what fireworks are in store.
Well, that does it for this edition of The Report. Be sure to tune into the next episode for the latest around MLS Next Pro. For now, I'm April Marie Aguilar, and we'll catch you guys next time. Adios.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro.
If I got it, then I bought it. Take a bite, cause I want it. And I know I got the taste for the cake. And I take what I make and I flaunt it, flaunt it. Got diamonds on my necklace. I live how I like. So looks is getting reckless. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. I'm feeling myself and you can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe. You can't break my vibe.
Action.
The youngest MLS debutant, Kevin Sullivan. Luna. Yes! That is a banger! Absolute scorcher! Spectacular save from Dane St. Clair.
Ventura County 0, the Town 2. As we get ready for half number 2 in this California Clasico, round 3 of 2025. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule as we are in match week 28. A lot still to be decided in the Western Conference. A couple of teams hovering around that playoff line. And in the Eastern Conference, everything is up for grabs with Inter Miami getting the win getting a shootout win versus New York earlier today. So now we take a look at our halftime highlights as the Town is trying to cement a division crown. Misael Rodriguez got behind the back line for a moment early on. The Town has been playing in transition for a lot of this match, and that's really allowed them to do things like this. Find Nonso Adimabua, who scored the opening goal around the 18-minute mark. Here was a chance for Ventura County. Mason Vanny getting to the end line, but it was saved by Francesco Montali. And then moments before the halftime break, Nonso Adimabua added to his tally a second goal on the day. He has both goals for the Town. One of the last opportunities for Ventura County this spill, but it was cleared away by Reed Roberts. Sean Karani was not quick enough on the draw. A dominating first half for the Town. 13 shots to 4 for Ventura County. 3 of those shots on target for the Town compared to 2 for VCFC. And when it really gets down to it, this match was played at the pace and at the tenor that the Town wanted. Ventura County was not allowed to move the ball as they liked with pace and with tempo. And that's one thing that they do very well, but when they do not have possession, when they cannot play the game on their terms, that's when they're doing more running than passing, and when they're doing more defending than scoring. And that's how they found themselves winless over the course of their last 6 matches. They have just 1 win in their last 10, and they have lost 4 of their last 6. So those are numbers you do not want at this point of the season. Again, when you really look at where Ventura County was, they were hovering around a top 4 seed for a lot of this 2025 campaign, but they have hit a rough patch starting in the month of August after their 6-4 win versus Tacoma Defiance. It was a 2-2 draw versus Portland, and then over the last 6, they have dropped 4 of those 6. And they have yet to find the score sheet versus versus the Town today. So can they find an early goal and really put some pressure on the Town? Or will the away side continue their dominance in this rivalry since both teams have come into MLS Next Pro? Jose Landa Jr. blows his whistle, and we begin half number 2 in this California Classico. Round 3. The Town in front by 2 goals. Early ball over the top for Delgado. Slicing in possession still. Musto takes it off his right. Still with it. Now it's the Kitties around to Mason Vanny. Now Jason Buckner. Already a little more juice for Ventura County to start half number 2, and it's going to be necessary. Do not want to stay where they are right now on 38 points going into the weekend. Teams like Austin potentially could jump them. Vanny. The Kitties. Mason Vanny. His shot is right at Francesco Montali. The flag never came up. Montali wouldn't have known about it either way, so he had to be strong at the near post. Miseo Rodriguez, 2 assists in the first half. Another important addition to the Town, who was a playoff team last year. Fell to St. Louis in the playoffs, beat St. Louis the year prior on the road to make it to the Western Conference Finals in 2023. So this Town side has been one that is no stranger to the postseason. They're trying to make that final push to play for a final. Have the players to do it. Medina. Rodriguez. Miseo Rodriguez just pulled it to the left side. A lot of the players who were a part of that Western Conference final squad who lost to, or check that Western Conference semifinal squad that lost to Colorado on the road back in 2023, still on this team. They were young then, grown up now. Buckner turning. Sullivan and Buckner not on the same page. Now in a crowd. Going to ground was Middleby. This could be something for Ventura County. Sullivan. Musto. Advantage being played as Mason Vanny had gone down. Pepe. Now, Nicholas Victor Fernandez takes possession. Adi Mabua trying to work on Middleby, and that'll be a foul. So the yellow card is in the hand of the referee, and it looked like he won possession cleanly. It looked like he got to the ball first. And Max Middleby will go on the book, much to the chagrin of the fans here at William Rollins Stadium. Rodriguez shot just wide of the mark. Brady Scott just got a piece of it, so it will be a corner kick. Misael Rodriguez already with 2 goal contributions on the day, and Scott just got a whisker to that, which means that it was probably on its way to that far corner, if not for Scott's finger. Fifth corner of the day, first of the second half for the town. Leading by 2 goals. Ball sent to the back post. Alejandro Cano couldn't rise up for it, so it ends up sputtering out of play.
Goal kick for your VCFC.
Looking at the conference table right now in the West. Ventura County sitting at 7th. Minnesota sitting at 8th. Minnesota already lost today, and Ventura County trying not to meet the same fate. There's a foul on Sean Karani. And you see Musto and Medina, a little bit of a shoving match. You expect that in a rivalry. Free kick played quickly. Other things to note. Houston won today versus Portland. So that brings Houston to 37 points. So 4 teams within a point of each other. Musto, entry, bouncing ball. It was Pepe who was arriving. Now Sullivan. Delgado plays it back into the box. Nothing there as it's cleared away. That is why the Ventura County would love to find something from this match. Still a long way to go, but a lot of work to do for the home side. Nice movement from Sullivan. Sends the ball towards Mason Vanny. First time through. Delgado was looking for Jason Buckner or Sean Karani, making that darting run in the box, but it whizzed past both of them, ended up with Delgado, and then off of a defender. So now the first corner of the day for Ventura County. Dylan Vanny dials it up. Nick Sullivan's header. Not clear completely. Mason Vanny shields off a defender. Musto, Zakiris, entry into the box. Karani's header, no power behind it. But this has been better in the second half for Ventura County. They've come out on a mission. Would not call it mission impossible, just down by the 2 goals with a full half to play.
Free kick given to your VCFC.
Vanny being held for the moment. The Kitties can't slither through. Ventura County keeps possession. Triggers there. Medina holds up play, then gives off to Victor Fernandez. The Town up by 3 as Nicholas Victor Fernandez scores in this second half.
Goal for the Town FC, number 20.
This is so well worked by Medina, turning, holding up play, then the touch as Nicholas Victor Fernandez stays on side and decided to do it on his own with Natso Ademabu on the hat trick. But Victor Fernandez, 1v1 with the goalkeeper. He liked his odds, and he took advantage. And now things looking bleak for VCFC, still with 35 minutes remaining. Been domination once again. Jason Buckner goes over the head of his opponent. Let's take a look at this again. As Ricardo Ibarra went down, Buckner was trying to go over him all in one action.
Kick given to the Town FC.
Jason Buckner looks like he's going in the book as well, as Ricardo Ibarra is being helped by the training staff. This is how we got to 3-0. Mason Vanny working the wrong way, playing negative. Medina stopped him and laid it off for Nicholas Victor Fernandez. And again, a professional in that position, 9 times out of 10 going to hit the back of the net. And for a player of his caliber, almost 10 out of 10 times. So Ricardo Ibarra is back on his feet. Again, a show of sportsmanship from Jason Buckner. Nothing abhorrent there. Was just trying to earn possession. Ricardo Ibarra put his head down, trying to nod it away. Buckner going over him, and there was contact that was deemed worthy of a yellow card. We talk about the domination of the Town over Ventura County in this series. They played 8 matches going back to 2023, and Ventura County has gone winless in 7 of 8 of those matches. Has just 1 win. It was in the opener last year, 2-1. Other than that, it's been 4 wins and 3 losses for VCFC. Excuse me, 4 wins and 3 losses, 4 wins and 3 draws for the Town. Outscored Ventura County at this point, including the goals today, 25-10 over what is now 9 matches. The Town had found themselves on the wrong end of a couple of results. Winless in 3, losses in 2 of 3 after their 7-match winning streak came to a close versus Minnesota at the end of August. And they have played inspired this evening in this California Classico. Nansoati Mabua 2 goals in the first half. And Nicholas Victor Fernandez scoring in the second half. Alejandro Cano shoved off the ball by Dylan Vanny. Possession won back to Ventura County. And can they find something as we near the 60th minute just to add some energy? Brought some juice to start the half. A couple of shots had their first corner. But after the town weathered that storm, they were able to create a turnover and then an easy opportunity attacking. Buckner onside. Zakidis takes his space. He's brought down by Edwin Mendoza, and that should be a yellow card. It will be. So Edwin Mendoza coming back off an injury. Time in between matches has helped him recover from earlier in the year, the homegrown and U.S. Youth International. Commits the foul, earns the yellow card, and the dynamic Dylan Vanny preparing to take this free kick.
Yellow card issued to the Town FC number 38.
This will be from about 24 yards out. Definitely shooting range for somebody of Vanny's ability. Vanny does not beat the wall. Delgado into his brother Mason Vanny. Ball comes in, Sullivan back towards goal, and Francesco Montali gets a fingertip to it, then rips it out of the air. Now starts the attack. Cruz Medina comes across midfield. Comes to a halt. Roberts around to Nansoati Mabua, who has Ibarra off his left shoulder. Buckner tries to work through traffic. That was a poor idea. Now Cruz Medina. No deflection, so this will be a goal kick. You see Jason Buckner maybe doing too much there. And so Medina decided to have a whack. So Diego Baptista will come on. And Adrian Spivey will also come on. Roberts comes off as Chance Cow will also come off. Spivey's first touch. Eccentric working back to the goalkeeper Montali. Fresh legs coming on. Spivey, another young player, just like Chance Cow, raw, talented, but a player that Coach Dan DeGeer is very happy with, along with the young talent of Cow and Medina. Guys have grown up this year for the town. And they've also had talented players like Misael Rodriguez and Nansoati Mabua train with the first team. Max Middleby and Brady Scott playing with their food a bit. Nicholas Victor Fernandez almost came up with an easy opportunity. Mendoza can't win possession from Nick Sullivan. You see Alejandro Cano still working hard despite his team winning by 3 goals. Poor ball. Now Adi Mabua. He'll keep it. Spivey on the edge of the area, works into the box, tries to pull it back, and then another goal for the town. Cruz Medina. Medina, always pesky in front of goal, put himself in a good position and scored for the town.
Goal for the Town FC, number 15.
Just a powerful shot. Brady Scott got a hand to it, but he could not keep it out of the back of the net. And Medina joins the party on the score sheet. So it's an avalanche of offense for the town. The goals just keep coming for the away side as they put a stamp on this California Classico. 4-0 on top of Ventura County. Pepe, perfect ball. Sullivan can't squeak one past Francesco Montali.
Results in a Town FC goal kick.
Now this was spicy from Ventura County. Sullivan on the hop. Would have been a wonderful goal. Just an angle that wasn't the easiest to commandeer. Now Adi Mabua's header. Medina can't keep possession. Buckner battling with Baptista, going the wrong way. And he'll find his center back, Pepe. It's been one of those days for Ventura County. Have not been able to generate anything in the attack. It's been partially because of the town's pressure, partially because of their inability really to connect that final pass when they've had the few chances that they've had. But really, you have to give credit to the town coming on the road. And again, Coach Dan DeGeer saying, we have not necessarily played poorly despite our 2 losses in our last 3 matches. We played some good teams, and we also haven't just taken advantage of opportunities. That has not been the case today. They've been opportunistic in the attack. Again, Kadron Spivey comes on. His first couple of touches. And he has that pullback ball to Cruz Medina. Nanto Adi Mabua now has 13 goals on the year. That's 3 off the Golden Boot. He's quietly in that conversation with 2 matches remaining.
Free kick awarded to your VCFC.
So substitutions preparing to come on. Sarah Beckian along with Correas. So Buckner comes off. Karani also comes off. It's Eric Preston, Yvonne Sarabekian, and Christian Correas, who all come on. Baptista first to this. Musto that comes off along with Nick Sullivan and Sean Karani. Correas, the Kitties. Pepe. Deep coming in run from Delgado. He ends up in possession. Riley Delgado tries to pull it back, but cannot connect. Now Musto. Vanny turning. Possession loss. And the town has been on Dylan Vanny like glue today. Hasn't really allowed him to operate. And that's one of the reasons why Ventura County has not been able to really create. This is Preston, still with it. Ricardo Ibarra closing him down. Preston facing a lot of pressure and ends up losing possession. Musto. Mason Vanny catches up to this. Closed down by Baptista. Now Musto's entry. Preston was there. Couldn't put a shot on goal. And the clearance. 70th minute. 4 goals scored by the town. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. It was a first half brace from Nonsoati Mabua as Musto's shot takes a deflection. Preston drops this off to Vanny, thinking about having a go. Now Delgado draws it in. It's a cross, missing 2 teammates. Now Medina. And Baptista does the right thing to clear away. In the second half, it was Nicholas Victor Fernandez and Cruz Medina who both scored for the town. Dylan Vanny. Vanny still with it, and Vanny's shot is blocked. Kept in by Cruz Medina, no corner coming, and Medina clears his lines. Only as far as Max Middlebeat. Victor Fernandez with the twirl, keeps possession. Audie Mabua can't return the favor. Sarabekian finds Musto, who locates Eric Preston. Going to ground was Ricardo Ibarra.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier Ventura County had substitutions.
So here's Dylan Vanny trying to do his best to get his team on the score sheet. And it was a powerful shot that required a save.
Coming out, we're number 55, Jason Buckner, 83, Nick Sullivan, and 61.
So Riley Lynch preparing to come on. Nonsoati Mabua also coming off. Julian Donnery coming on. So Audie Mabua will not earn that hat trick. Nicholas Victor Fernandez is still down. And so they might be changing that substitution. We will wait and see. So a quick conversation. Thomas Musto, Max Middleby getting some water and talking with their head coach Matt Taylor as they try to find something from this match. At this point, want to have something to build on for the remaining 2 matches on the year. important matches for Ventura County if they want to make the playoffs. Talk about the town. They have 3 remaining matches. They play Tacoma on the 28th, then a midweek matchup versus Vancouver. That's a reschedule from earlier in the year, and then they play Austin on decision day. That matchup might be huge for Austin as they are fighting to make the playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the town had a couple substitutions. Coming in was number 71, Ryan Lynch, and number 52, Julian Donley. Coming out was Adi Mabua, number 55, and number 20, Nick Fernandez.
For Ventura County, Levon Sarabekian. Correas slips the ball in. Sarabekian can't turn. Vanny. Preston. Now Musto. Dylan Vanny can't go by Alejandro Cano, who just sends it in behind for a Ventura County corner. So a couple of substitutions preparing to come on for Ventura County. This will be their 3rd window. Gabriel Arnold coming on, as well as Enrique Martinez. So Max Middleby and Mateo Zakidis both come off. Vanny's entry doesn't find a target. Now Correas right at the goalkeeper, Montali. Gabriel Arnold signed an MLS Next Pro deal in January. The El Salvadorian Youth International. Played with the U20s. And also Enrique Martinez, who just came on, the teenager, making just early appearance on the year. Medina. Isaiah Rodriguez. And now the town is going to make Ventura County work. Still with that 4-goal lead. Eisner. Ibarra. Medina turns it over. Dylan Vanny quickly turning. Eric Preston can't reach this. Dylan Vanny believes it was last touched by the town.
Couple substitutions for VCFC. Coming in was number 73, Enrique Martinez.
The answer to that question, however, is it was not.
Coming out was number 68, Max Middleby, and number 68, Mateo Sakiris.
Ball's taken away by Spivey. Baptista trying to hold off Correas. And the last ball was off of the Town. So Enrique Martinez still with it, being watched by Donnery. Now Ventura County will start the attack. It has been a quiet day for Ventura County. Have just 4 shots on target out of their 12 attempts on goal. Sarabekian amongst the crowd. Vanny. Nothing there. This has really been an aggressive showing, a dominant showing from the Town. They've had a good week of training. Really wanted to test themselves. Knew this was going to be a team in Ventura County that was going to play with playoff intensity. And the Town have not only matched that intensity, but have exceeded it. This ball's turned over. Sarabekian commits the foul. Nothing more there.
Free kick given to the Town FC.
We're in the 80th minute. Just 10 minutes and added time remain between the Town and Ventura County. Nanto Ademabua, who's since been subbed off, had a stellar first half, 2 goals. Now has 13 on the year. Nicholas Victor Fernandez added a goal here in this second half after a Cruz Medina assist. And then Medina got on the scoreboard himself for the 4th goal. Preston. Ball's cleared away. Talk about Nanso Ademabua, his 13 goals. Jason Shukaluk scored today, so he actually leads the Golden Boot race for Chicago with 17. Sam Sarver, who signed a professional contract with North Texas, is on 16. Riley Lynch, this shove in the back of Mason Vanny, he earns a yellow card, and it's really unnecessary there. Trying to play aggressive, but Vanny obviously was there for the ball, and the shove in the back earned him a yellow card, and now a free kick. Musto with power into the box. It's nodded along by Julian Donnery, the first line of defense. Throw-in comes in quickly to Riley Delgado in the 83rd minute. Not a lot of time left, and it would take a miraculous effort from Ventura County. The Town can smell it. Musto sends this in, and it's a lofty ball brought down by Francesco Montali, who's working on a clean sheet today. Defending both boxes. That is the calling card of Dan DeGeer and the Town. They have done so very well today. They have attacked and been successful in their own box, and they have defended well. Trying to put the finishing touches on this. Eric Preston goes into another gear, latches on to this through ball, but cannot work past Ricardo Ibarra. Francesco Montali sliding on the end line, goes out of play. And a corner upcoming for Ventura County. The Town one step closer to winning the Pacific Division for a second straight year. Musto sends this ball in tight. A little back heel from Vanny, and it's last off of him for a goal kick. So, Rohan Rajagopal preparing to come on for the Town. Rajagopal comes on for another homegrown, Cruz Medina. So Medina comes off. Rajagopal comes on. The final substitution of the day for the Town. Rajagopal signed his homegrown deal earlier this year, and it will turn to a homegrown officially in January of 2026. He's the #1 overall player in Northern California in the Hawaiian region and the 41st overall nationally. Reyes goes down. Now 3v3. Donnery. Lynch works his way into the box, draws it across, and Spivey can't tap it in. Exactly how you work it. Spivey makes the run right across his defender's face, and Pepe can't navigate that ball past Brady Scott. '87th minute, the Town with full control, leading by 4 goals. Pepe launches the ball forward. Eric Preston, not enough pace to get to that. And Preston has to be careful. That ball got thrown right to the face of Ricardo Ibarra. Now Ibarra's going to come up and speak his mind. Misael Rodriguez also not happy, and now referee Jose Landa Jr. has to get control of this. Obviously, it has not been the day that Ventura County would have liked, especially at this time of year, especially with how things have gone recently. But you can't let it spill over into your sportsmanship. Obviously, anger, frustration rears its ugly head in different ways. Arnold. Musto. And behind to Pepe. Brady Scott boots this long. Baptista heads it away. Correas quickly back into play. Can the Town notch a clean sheet in this round 3 of the California Classico? One thing that the Town wanted to do defensively was really just not allow for Ventura County to operate in space or operate with time on the ball. Wanted to close down that space quickly, have to force Ventura County to make quick decisions. When you give them time and space, they tend to make the right decision with their quality. As you see a very good ball in from Pepe. Sarabekian was the intended target. It was cleared away behind for a corner as we reach the 90th minute. So the Town doing the job up to this point. Now have to defend their own box to secure the clean sheet. Out-swinging ball from Arnold, nodded away by Donnery. Delgado working the opposite way. Brady Scott in possession. Sarabekian. Now Ibarra takes the final touch of the match. Domination by the Town. The final in this California Classico. Ventura County 0, the Town 4. And the game-winning goals go to the man of the match. Nonso Adimabua makes a great run here. Tap-in goal to get things started. Back in the 17th minute, then at the stroke of halftime, Adimabua decided to double his tally. Nonso Adimabua, 13 goals on the year, 2 today, and he is your man of the match. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this California Classico. Ventura County 0, the Town 4, your final score. And the Town now with 5 wins, 3 draws, and just 1 loss in 9 meetings against their rival from the state of California. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com with my amazing crew. My name is James Hadnot saying so long from Thousand Oaks, California, and have a blessed evening.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.